Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Abraham Lincoln. The world doesn't hand out success. It doesn't reward potential, good intentions, or empty words. It rewards action. And Sigma males understand this better than anyone. They don't wait for permission, approval, or the perfect moment. They create their own momentum. What makes a Sigma male unstoppable isn't luck, charm, or connections. It's the habits he's built, the mindset he's forged, and the discipline he refuses to compromise on. He moves in silence, sharpens his skills in the shadows, and plays the long game while others waste time chasing validation. When life throws obstacles, he doesn't complain. He adapts, overcomes, and turns setbacks into fuel. Most people let distractions, emotions, and excuses control them, but not the Sigma male. He has mastered focus, discipline, and the art of calculated detachment. He knows that to truly win in life, he must operate on a level that few can even comprehend. This isn't about quick hacks or feel-good motivation. This is about real transformation, habits that separate those who dream from those who do. If you want to step into your full power, if you're ready to stop making excuses and start making moves, then pay close attention. Watch the video until the end, because mastering these habits isn't an option. It's the price of becoming unstoppable. Let's get started. Number 1, iron willpower over desires. Most people are slaves to their impulses. They say they want success, but the moment temptation appears, whether it's pointless distractions, unhealthy habits, or chasing instant gratification, they cave. They let fleeting desires control them, and then they wonder why they never get anywhere. A Sigma male operates differently. He has iron willpower, and that means one thing: nothing breaks his discipline. When he sets his mind on a goal, there's no negotiation with weakness. He doesn't make excuses. He doesn't tell himself just this once. He doesn't let short-term pleasure sabotage his long-term mission. He understands that every time he gives in to laziness, procrastination, or indulgence, he weakens his own power. And that is unacceptable. Discipline isn't just about avoiding distractions, it's about absolute control. He chooses his actions based on logic, not emotion. If a habit, a person, or an activity doesn't serve his purpose, he cuts it off without hesitation. People might call him cold or extreme, but he knows the truth. Weakness is what destroys potential. He refuses to be another person with wasted talent, another man who could have been great but settled for comfort. This level of self-mastery makes him unstoppable. While others waste time battling their own impulses, he moves forward relentlessly. He doesn't need motivation because he has something stronger, discipline backed by purpose. And that is why no one, not society, not distractions, not even his own emotions, can control him. He controls himself, and that is the ultimate power. Number 2, Sigma males never lets anyone be his sole source of anything. Dependency is a weakness a Sigma male refuses to entertain. He never allows one person, one job, or one opportunity to have complete control over any part of his life. While others build their entire world around a single source of income, a single relationship, or a single mentor, he diversifies everything: his finances, his emotional connections, and his options. This ensures that no setback, no betrayal, and no loss can ever cripple him. He understands that putting all his trust in one source is a gamble he's not willing to take. If his income comes from just one place, he knows he's at the mercy of someone else's decisions. If his emotional stability is tied to just one person, he's vulnerable to manipulation and heartbreak. If his opportunities depend on a single gatekeeper, he's trapped in someone else's game. That's why he moves differently. He spreads his wealth across different investments, his skills across different fields, and his emotions across different connections, not to be cold or detached, but to remain unshakable. This mindset makes him impossible to control. No employer can threaten him with job security because he has other income streams. No relationship can hold him hostage with emotional blackmail because his peace doesn't depend on any one person. No lost opportunity can break him because he always has others waiting. He is self-sufficient, always prepared, and always a step ahead of any situation that might try to limit him. The world is full of people who hand over their power without realizing it. They rely too much on one paycheck, one relationship, one dream, and when that single thing falls apart, so do they. A Sigma male is different. He never puts himself in a position where someone else's actions can destroy him. His strength lies in his ability to adapt, pivot, and keep moving forward, completely untouchable, completely in control. Number 3, Sigma males knows that no one is coming to save him. Most people waste their lives waiting. They wait for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right person to come along and fix everything. They complain about their circumstances, hoping someone will rescue them. A Sigma male doesn't have that luxury. He knows the truth. No one is coming to save him. If he wants something, he has to get up and take it. He doesn't expect sympathy. He doesn't cry for help. He doesn't sit around blaming the world for his problems. He accepts reality as it is, cold, indifferent, and unforgiving. And instead of wishing things were different, he adapts. He becomes stronger. He figures things out on his own. While others wait for a leader, a mentor, or some miracle, he becomes his own savior. Period. This mindset makes him dangerous. He is fully self-reliant, never dependent on anyone's approval or assistance. He moves in silence, builds himself up, and refuses to let weakness control him. He understands that life is brutal, that no one truly cares about his struggles, and that the only person responsible for his future is himself. That's why he wins. Because while the rest of the world clings to excuses, waiting for some external force to change their lives, he is already making moves. He takes control, makes the tough decisions, and pushes forward no matter what. He doesn't need saving. He is the storm that carves his own path. And that is what makes him unstoppable. Number 4, he keeps his money flowing, not stagnant. Money is power, but only if it moves. Most people let their finances sit, hoping that saving alone will secure their future. A Sigma male knows better. He doesn't just accumulate money, he makes it work for him. Every dollar is a tool, a soldier in his army, strategically placed to build, grow, and protect his freedom. Financial independence isn't just a goal for him, it's his silent weapon against control. He understands that stagnant money is wasted potential. Inflation erodes it, missed opportunities diminish it, and dependence on a single income stream makes it a trap. That's why he never lets his wealth collect dust. He reinvests, diversifies, and plays the financial game like a master strategist. Whether through stocks, businesses, digital assets, or real estate, he ensures that his money is always in motion, multiplying while he focuses on what truly matters. This financial mindset makes him untouchable. He's never at the mercy of a paycheck, never forced to stay in a job out of fear, and never reliant on anyone for survival. While others are trapped in cycles of debt, bad spending habits, or financial complacency, he moves differently. He doesn't just spend, he leverages. He doesn't just earn, he multiplies. And he never places his financial security in the hands of a system designed to keep people dependent. The result? Freedom. The ability to walk away from toxic environments, to fund his own ventures, to live on his own terms without compromise. Money isn't his master, it's his servant. And because he understands how to make it move, he ensures that no one, not a boss, not a government, not a failing economy, ever has the power to control him. Number 5, he learns how to be dangerous. Most people go through life defenseless, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. They avoid conflict, submit to authority without question, and hope the world will be kind to them. A Sigma male knows better. He understands that power respects power and weakness invites exploitation. That's why he learns how to be dangerous, not reckless, not impulsive, but fully capable of handling whatever comes his way. Danger isn't about violence, it's about control. He knows how to defend himself in every sense of the word. Physically, he trains his body because strength is not just about fitness, it's about survival. He doesn't rely on others for protection because he is the protection. Mentally, he sharpens his mind, outthinking and outmaneuvering anyone who tries to manipulate or dominate him. He studies human nature, understands strategy, and sees through deception. Emotionally, he builds resilience. He never allows guilt, fear, or intimidation to control him. He remains calm under pressure, unshaken by threats, and indifferent to those who try to break him. People can sense this. They know he isn't someone to test. He doesn't need to prove himself with loud words or empty displays. His presence alone commands respect. He moves with certainty, speaks with intent, and handles himself with an unshakable confidence that makes people think twice before crossing him. And that's what makes him dangerous. Not because he seeks conflict, but because he's ready for it. He doesn't live in fear because he knows how to respond to threats. He isn't reckless because recklessness is weakness. He is calculated, prepared, and always 3 steps ahead. He doesn't hope for safety, he ensures it. And that's why no one and nothing can truly control him. Number 6, Sigma males creates escape routes for everything. Most people live in cages they built for themselves. They tie their identity to a job, a relationship, or a social status, believing they have no choice but to stay, no matter how toxic or suffocating it becomes. A Sigma male refuses to live that way. He never allows himself to be trapped, emotionally, financially, or physically. No matter where he is, no matter what situation he's in, he always has an escape route. And the best part, no one ever sees it coming. He doesn't make impulsive exits. He moves with precision, calculating every angle before making a decision. If he's in a job that no longer serves him, he's already been preparing for his next move. If he's in a relationship that starts to feel suffocating, he's mentally detached long before he physically leaves. If a commitment begins to limit his freedom, he's already found a way to maneuver around it. While others beg for a way out, he's already walking away, calm, controlled, and completely unbothered. This is why he is impossible to control. No boss, no partner, no system can fully hold him down, because he never places himself in a position where he needs them. Financially, he avoids debt and dependency, ensuring he's never stuck in a job out of necessity. Emotionally, he never becomes so attached that someone else's choices dictate his happiness. Physically, he always has an exit strategy, whether it's a new location, a new skill, or a new identity if necessary. And that's what makes him unpredictable. People assume he's settled, that he's locked into a path, that they have control over him. But the moment they think they have him figured out, he's gone, on to something better, something greater. Because a Sigma male never asks for permission to leave. He just disappears when the time is right, without explanation, without warning, without regret. Number 7. Sigma males controls his digital presence. Most people throw their entire lives online without a second thought, posting their location, emotions, routines, and even their weaknesses for the world to see. A Sigma male refuses to be that predictable, that exposed. He controls his digital presence with the same precision he controls his real-world movements. Every post, every interaction, every trace of his existence online is intentional. Nothing is random, nothing is careless. He understands that in the digital age, privacy is power. People reveal too much too easily. They expose their plans, their insecurities, and their personal struggles for validation, never realizing how much they're giving away. Employers, strangers, even enemies can piece together their entire life just by scrolling through their profiles. But not a Sigma. He moves in silence, leaving behind only what he chooses to be seen. His social media isn't a diary, it's a tool, a chessboard where every move is deliberate. He doesn't argue online, doesn't overshare, and doesn't fall into the trap of seeking attention. If he shares anything, it's calculated, never impulsive. He lets people think they know him while keeping his true self locked away. His finances, relationships, and personal thoughts stay in his inner world, untouched by public eyes. When others go through digital breakdowns, posting every emotion for strangers to consume, he watches unaffected. This discipline makes him unpredictable. No one can track his next move because he doesn't broadcast it. No one can use his words against him because he never speaks carelessly. No one can manipulate his emotions because he doesn't put them on display. In a world where people willingly surrender their privacy, he remains a mystery, silent, strategic, and always in control of what others think they know about him. Number 8. Sigma males doesn't wait for closure, he creates it. Most people waste time waiting for closure, hoping for an apology, an explanation, or some final conversation to bring them peace. A Sigma male doesn't operate like that. He doesn't sit around wondering why things ended the way they did or why someone treated him a certain way. He doesn't need validation from the past to move forward. When something no longer serves him, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or an opportunity, he closes the door himself. No discussion, no second chances, no looking back. He understands a hard truth. Closure is a self-made illusion. It's a way people trick themselves into thinking they need permission to move on. They chase after the people who hurt them, demanding explanations, hoping for changed behavior, or searching for words that will make the pain make sense. But a Sigma male knows better. He doesn't need someone else to acknowledge his worth or justify their actions. He decides when it's over, and that decision is final. This mindset makes him immune to emotional traps. He doesn't sit in the wreckage of broken relationships analyzing every detail. He doesn't beg for clarity from people who disrespected him. He doesn't hold on to situations that clearly ran their course. When someone shows their true colors, he believes them the first time. When something falls apart, he doesn't glue it back together. He walks away, stronger, sharper, and completely unaffected. This is what makes him so powerful. He never gives another person control over his emotional state. He never lets unanswered questions hold him hostage. He never plays the victim, waiting for closure that may never come. He simply decides, and that decision is all the peace he needs. While others stay stuck in the past, he moves forward, completely detached, completely in control, and completely unstoppable. Number 9, Sigma males never lets comfort fool him into complacency. Most people let comfort lull them into a false sense of security. They get a stable job, a decent paycheck, or a predictable routine, and they stop pushing themselves. They convince themselves they've made it, not realizing that comfort is the most dangerous trap of all. A Sigma male never falls for that illusion. Even when life is good, he stays sharp. He keeps building, keeps learning, keeps expanding. He knows that the moment he relaxes too much, he's already falling behind. Comfort is what weakens people. It dulls instincts, slows ambition, and makes people dependent on a system that can turn on them at any moment. A Sigma male refuses to be caught off guard. Just because things are stable today doesn't mean they will be tomorrow. That's why he never stops improving, physically, mentally, and financially. He trains his mind to handle pressure, his body to endure challenges, and his finances to remain untouchable. He never allows himself to be in a position where a single setback can destroy him. This mindset keeps him ahead of everyone else. While others get complacent, he's already planning his next move. While they spend their time celebrating short-term wins, he's working in silence, building something even greater. He understands that true power doesn't come from reaching a comfortable place. It comes from staying prepared for whatever comes next. The world rewards those who adapt, not those who sit still. A Sigma male is always 10 steps ahead, not because he's paranoid, but because he refuses to be weak. He sharpens his mind so he can outthink challenges. He strengthens his body so he can endure hardships. He secures his finances so no one can ever control him. Comfort is temporary. Power, skill, and resilience, that's what lasts. Number 10, brutal self-assessment. Most people lie to themselves. They make excuses for their failures, blame others for their shortcomings, and avoid facing the hard truth about who they really are. A Sigma male has no such delusions. He holds himself to an unrelenting standard, confronting his own flaws with brutal honesty. No sugarcoating, no self-pity, just cold, hard truth. He doesn't fear his weaknesses. He hunts them down and destroys them. If he's lacking discipline, he fixes it. If he's falling short in his ambitions, he corrects course. If he notices patterns of failure, he dissects them until he finds the root cause. He doesn't look for sympathy or validation. He looks for results. This kind of self-assessment is rare because most people can't handle it. They'd rather cling to comforting lies than face the discomfort of self-improvement. But a Sigma male thrives in this space because he knows that the only way to become unstoppable is to eliminate everything holding him back. This level of self-accountability makes him dangerous. He doesn't rely on external criticism because he is already his own harshest judge. He doesn't wait for life to humble him. He humbles himself daily, pushing his limits, refining his mind, and sharpening his skills. The world is full of people who avoid responsibility, who make excuses for why they aren't where they want to be. He refuses to be one of them. And that's why he evolves at a speed others can't match. He doesn't waste time defending his flaws. He fixes them. He doesn't seek comfort. He seeks mastery. While others stagnate, trapped in their own illusions, he rises. Because he understands one thing: the harshest truth is always better than the most comforting lie. And that is why he cannot be stopped. Number 11, Sigma males never lets people read him fully. Most people wear their emotions openly, making it easy for others to understand their thoughts, fears, and intentions. They crave to be seen, to be understood, to be validated. A Sigma male operates differently. People think they know him, but they only see what he allows them to see. He remains an enigma, revealing just enough to keep others guessing, but never enough to be fully understood. This isn't about deception. It's about control. The moment people can fully read you, they can predict you. And when they can predict you, they can manipulate you. A Sigma male refuses to give anyone that power. He may engage in conversation, he may even share glimpses of his personality, but no one ever gets the full picture. His silence is intentional, his words are measured, and his actions are always strategic. People may think they have him figured out, but they never truly do. This mystery keeps him unpredictable. Colleagues, acquaintances, even those closest to him will never know his next move. While others expose their plans, seek approval, or let emotions dictate their responses, he remains composed. His unpredictability keeps people on edge, uncertain, cautious, intrigued. Some mistake his quiet nature for weakness, but they quickly realize it's something far more dangerous: absolute self-control. The truth is, he doesn't need to explain himself. He doesn't need validation or permission. He moves in silence, makes decisions without seeking approval, and executes his plans without fanfare. People are left wondering, always questioning, but never truly knowing, and that's exactly how he wants it. Because a man who cannot be fully read is a man who can never be fully controlled. Final words. The world belongs to those who refuse to be controlled, who sharpen themselves daily, and who move with quiet precision while others waste time seeking approval. A Sigma male doesn't follow trends, doesn't bow to expectations, and doesn't let anything, comfort, fear, or doubt soften his edge. He is self-sufficient, mentally unbreakable, and always 5 steps ahead. While others wait for permission, he moves. While they seek validation, he masters himself. While they cling to routine, he adapts, evolves, and dominates on his own terms. The habits that make him unstoppable aren't for the weak. They require discipline, detachment, and an unshakable commitment to never becoming complacent. He doesn't wait for life to happen. He engineers it. He doesn't crumble under pressure. He thrives in it. He doesn't hope for success. He ensures it through relentless self-mastery. The world is chaotic, unpredictable, and often ruthless. Most people get swallowed by it. A Sigma male studies it, bends it to his advantage, and moves through it like a ghost, untouched, unbothered, and unbreakable. But understand this, these habits aren't just traits, they are weapons. Weapons against mediocrity, against control, against anything that dares to limit him. If you master them, you become the rarest force in any room, the one no one can predict, control, or defeat. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes? Because once you step onto this path, there's no turning back. Either you rise, sharpen, and conquer, or you fade into the background like everyone else. The choice is yours. Thank you for watching.